There is so much to talk about, especially that is 10th anniversary of Cloud Native Computing Foundation (CNCF). So, talk a bit about when Kubernetes or CNCF was announced. Where were you? What were you doing? What was your reaction?
That was a long while ago. I mean, Kubernetes celebrated its 10th birthday last year. It's CNCF this year. I mean, it's kind of amazing where we've come. The cloud native projects have had, 290,000 different contributors. It's kind of insane, the amount of community engagement. Over 190 countries. So it's everywhere. But I do remember sort of being at one of the early KubeCons, and they weren't that big in those early days. And I was working at a startup at that point, and we were looking at what Kubernetes was doing and how containers were working. And I kind of turned to my founder, and I was like, my co-founder, and I kind of said, this is it. This is going to be the thing. And it turned out to be a fantastic success. So I'm kind of really happy that I kind of got onto the cloud native bandwagon and have been working on cloud native ever since.
And if you just reflect on these 10 years, and if I ask you, what has been the most transformative milestone or lesson that we can learn from it, which has shaped the whole cloud native world? Because today we cannot talk about cloud without talking about CNCF, without talking about Kubernetes. So talk about that.
It's hard to pick one thing, and I won't pick one thing because the ecosystem is what it is because of all the different components of the ecosystem. And when you kind of look back, you sort of see, okay, first there were containers, and as soon as application developers had a portable way of deploying their applications, it kind of became obvious that it needed to be orchestrated, and we needed to have a way of scheduling work across multiple nodes and moving to sort of horizontally scaling applications. And that's what made Kubernetes come around. But then shortly after that, we had, storage and networking with CSI and CNI, and we had various security tools. And then we had service mesh and all the capabilities that brought with making workloads observable. We had the packaging systems with projects like Helm, for example, that allowed us now to create more sophisticated applications that could be deployed anywhere. And of course, it continues to grow with environments for messaging and databases and observability. And of course, we can't forget GitOps and CI/CD systems. So all of these things in the ecosystem allow enterprises, end users, and even smaller, organizations to actually just have a very portable way of deploying and managing their applications. And more importantly, it kind of gives application developers a platform to make application development much easier and stop them having to worry about all of the different dependencies in their environment and in their infrastructure.